Hello, and welcome to Recipes with Ben. In this video, we're going to be making a Saag-inspired dish, which is a traditional Indian dish often served with roti or naan. But this specific recipe is a little bit different and was adapted from a Bon Appetit recipe from Priya, which I'll link down to below. So, without further ado, let's get started. For this recipe, you'll need 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil for cooking, fresh cracked black pepper, salt, 1 large yellow onion, coarsely chopped, diced ginger and garlic, a can of chickpeas, and 1 whole pound of fresh spinach. I'm going to start by adding the oil to the pan, followed by the whole onion. Cooking this over medium heat, continue to stir with a plastic spoon until the onions begin to turn translucent and soften. Once they reach this point, add in the diced ginger and garlic and continue to saute for 2 to 3 minutes. Then add salt and fresh cracked pepper to taste and give everything a good mix, and then before you add the spinach. For the spinach, you want to add it in batches, and you first want to start with about 2 handfuls. Then saute until it starts to break down, but you do not want to get to the point where the spinach becomes wilted. Then repeat, adding 2 handfuls at a time until the spinach is all added, and to continue to saute for another 2 minutes after everything is in the pan. Turn off the heat and transfer all the onions and spinach mixture into a blender and pulse until the spinach is coarsely chopped. We're not looking to turn this into a puree. Then in the pan, you want to add 2 tablespoons of butter and turn the heat back on to medium. You want to push the butter around to coat the bottom of the pan, and once the butter is completely melted, add the can of chickpeas. Saute the chickpeas for a few minutes until they slightly start to crisp up. At this point, add the blended spinach mixture back to the pan and rinse the blender with about 1/3 cup of water, and add that to the pan as well. Give everything a good stir and finally add 1/3 cup of cubed Pepperjack cheese. Saag is traditionally made with paneer, but I have found that most soft cheeses work well, including feta, although I will say feta does add a huge salty factor to it, which is why I tend to lean more towards a spicier Pepperjack cheese. After adding the cheese, cover the pot with a lid for about 2 minutes and allow all the flavors to melt together, and the cheese will start to become melty. At that point, serve the dish hot by scooping into a bowl, and then it's time to enjoy. As I said previously, this dish is traditionally served with naan, but I think that my homemade flour tortillas go well with it as well. And there's a link for that recipe down below if you want to check it out. And there you have it, Saag with Pepperjack cheese. It is a delicious Indian-inspired dish that will make a great addition to your vegetarian meals for the week. Let me know what you think of this dish down below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.